It's a wonderful day for wisdom with wonder and segue. That's right, it is. It's a wonderful day for wisdom with wonder. Oh my gosh, where's my dinger? And segue. Welcome to Wisdom with Wonder. My name is Wonder Heart, and we're going to do a tarot and oracle card reading today for messages from our higher selves, for our highest good, and for the highest good of all beings. So, since we're outdoors in the wildwood, I thought we'd start with the Wildwood Tarot. Here's what it looks like. Tuning in to our higher selves, source consciousness, Sophia consciousness, angels, spirit guides, clear messages for our highest good. Trust my intuition, clear messages, speak my truth clearly from the heart in authenticity, building healthy relationships in my creativity in a grounded, anchored way with earth and the spirit realm. Cleanse our space here. All the cards. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know I am. I'm getting ready for my Wellness and Wonder retreat in the Redwoods. So I'm recording this. So you'll have a reading while I'm away. Having a wonderful time in the Redwoods. But let's see. It's the week of the Pisces lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. So it's the end of a cycle. We're closing a cycle. With Virgo, we may have been analytical and structured, but Pisces, this eclipse is in the dreamy, intuitive Pisces. But we're closing a cycle. Pisces is at the end of the zodiac. So, closing out a major cycle, and all the planets are doing all this planety stuff. I don't know, I'm not an astrologer, but there's something going on with Uranus that could be causing some sudden epiphanies, sudden changes and shifts. Maybe you're letting go of some old things, letting go of old careers, partnerships, friendships, places. You might be moving. You're coming into a new consciousness and awareness. And what does our higher self want us to know about this in this energy as we're releasing under the full moon anything that's no longer serving us and for our highest good, letting it go completely. So we're closing out old cycles and setting our new intentions for a brand new cycle, because whenever we close a cycle, we open a brand new one. And so there's this beautiful new energy coming in for us, all these extra plasma, sun coming in for us, illuminating what has been hidden under the full moon in that illusionary, dreamy Pisces era. The winds of change are here, feels good. It's been hot today. All right, we got a card. Yes. We have a bird on it. Knight of Arrows, hawk. And there is a hawk that lives in our yard. There's a little family. I saw when they had 3 babies that they were learning how to fly, and they're all yelling like they're in the nest, you know, every time they take flight, practicing. And I don't know if you've seen it, but I just did a sound healing for the full moon lunar eclipse and posted it this last Sunday when you're seeing this. And you could hear that there was a hawk present during the sound healing, hawking, doing its hawkness. So you definitely have a higher perspective here going into this new beginning. And the Knight of Arrows. Knights are taking action. You're here above the emotions of the water, a higher perspective. But let's read Hawk, because Hawk is such a powerful energy. I want to hear what it says. Knight Arrows. Oh. And if you hear those birds, those are Stellar's Jay. The Knight of Arrows, Hawk. Position on the wheel. Departing imbo towards the spring equinox. I don't know what that word was. Meaning, a quick, graceful, and master of the element of air. The hawk is symbolic of vision and power. In the middle where you can see it. This is going to start our reading, give us our starting point, what we're going to talk about today, okay? The ability to fly the nest at high altitude and see prey and hunt from a great height brings a special reverence to this majestic and fearless creature. A quicksilver messenger of fate, the hawk can help and support you to see through layers of doubt and uncertainty to the problem at the heart of the matter. Be swift and subtle and use your common sense to progress. As a person in your life, Knight of Arrows is a champion who rides to defend and uphold beliefs for himself and on behalf of others. He or she has clear views, has clear views and opinions and makes a good advocate for those who have no voice. He is a friend who is never downhearted, but always energetic and spontaneous. As an aspect of process, vigilance, as you go through the process, impulsiveness, heroism, struggling with ideological compliance or revolt, using subtlety as a way through, holding a grudge, festering anger, and as an event or a happening, a cause that you espouse, a speedy turn of events, a decision that needs to be made, a meeting of like-minded people, a revolutionary inspiration, a violent kickback or reaction, an ideological persecution, and questions. In the depths of doubt, what do you hold on to strongly? What do you need to stand up for? Where might you be wrongfully informed? So I feel like the Knight of Arrows is like the Knight of Swords in another deck, but this is like swords. Yeah, because it's the element of air, and so this knight can have sharp tongue, but they have clear boundaries, moving forward with boundaries and clarity. You have your clarity with your higher perspective, and your clear boundaries like your arrows or your swords, and your clarity of mind, your clarity of thoughts. And so I feel like Hawk, with all this clarity and your boundaries, they don't take any like BS. You're like, you stand firm in what you believe in now. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Anything else from this deck? What do we need to know about this Hawk energy, or higher perspective, or clarity and truth? It keeps wanting to flip a stack, so fine. Fine, I'll take it. The Page of Stones. So, and that's a lynx energy. So we have this wild, independent cat energy. I'm drawn to their ears. You might be You might be clairaudient, where you can hear messages from the other side. Psychic, cat magic. But the Page of Stones, there's something new. Maybe there's a new message coming into you regarding your stones, your pentacles, your coins, your finances. Something grounded, something new is coming in that's maybe nurturing to your soul, or helping bring stability. Some messages coming in about that. Something new, because it's a page. And the King of Bows, Adler. So this is like the King of Wands. It's like there's a big tangle of snakes going on. Snakes can be about shedding an old skin, but you're a king, so you've been through a full journey here. Snakes can be about healing and protection, and over here you're coming together in a big group of snakes and wands. I don't know if they're mating, but the King of Wands or bows can be pretty passionate. This is a passionate king. They move forward with creativity. They create, and they could be fiery and passionate. So something new, a new offer could be coming in finances, or something grounded in what you're creating, what you're passionate about, moving forward with your higher perspective here. And the Stag, number 8. So we're in the 8th month. What is that noise? Trying to see if there's a stag here. There's segues just climbing trees. Oh yeah. Are you up in the tree? Oh, hi, squirrel. Did you want to be a part of the reading today? I hear you. I was talking about stag energy, but we have some squirrel energy. Squirrels are playful, they're abundant. They like to save their nuts for later. Do you see the squirrel here in the tree behind me? Hello, squirrel. Are you coming closer? Well, I don't have a snack. You've been talking to me a lot lately, haven't you? Alright, you don't need to come so close because I don't know why you're doing that. Hi, baby. That's good. I like to see you having fun in your tree. You're playful. We're talking about stag energy. This stag has a drum. I just did a sound healing with my drum baddie. And so might be calling in some like shamanism energy, connecting to animals, spirit guides, synchronicities of animals that come into your life. If any animal comes to you in an unusual way, multiple times, if you keep seeing it, like this squirrel here, I'm gonna have to look up squirrel totem and see, you know, what message does squirrel have for me? I know they're playful. I feel like they're abundant with all their nuts that they hoard. But this stag, their antlers are like their antenna, their connection to spirit, and this just seems like a shamanic stag to me. The 8 is abundance, infinity. Let's see what this squirrel. What do you want to say, squirrel? Hello, baby. Hello. How are you? Do you want to walk on the log so we can get a closer look at you? Hello, my love. What did you find? Make sure you stay out of Segway sight. Use a hunter. Oh, okay. Let's get another deck. I heard something, I thought it was a bigger animal. It's like, what is it? We're gonna pull from Tarot of the Great Outdoors while we're out here. in the outdoors. Here's what it looks like. Squirrel's so cute. Maybe they're telling me to get Segway out of here. Get Segway away. They're not yelling though. Not acting protective. Squirrels make a pretty high-pitched, like bird kind of chirping sound when they're protecting their nests, and they're not doing that. They're just saying hello. Angels, spirit guides, higher wonder, higher you. What else do you want to tell us about this energy? Something new? Oh. Higher perspective, connected to spirit. Anything about that? The Five of Sticks is like the Five of Wands. This person is riding their bike. So that makes me feel like you can move kind of quickly if you're on a bike, but you're on this path that's been burnt through. There's been like conflict, fire, chaos here on this trail. Burnt down all the trees. But it's not all bad. You see the little morel mushrooms popping up? Or recycling that old energy, that old conflict energy is able to recycle and grow something new. So moving out of conflict here, connecting to spirit, their higher perspective, moving forward, and something we're passionate about. It's a new tangible offer. What else do we need to know in this energy? There's been some destruction on our path. It's like maybe you've had some awareness with this higher perspective as the hawk of your old world, your old thought forms and beliefs, your old way of being, the old people in your life, and it's like you just want to set it afire, set it ablaze, blaze it down. And it's like you're still traveling along, moving quickly, trying to get out of the wake of the fire, moving forward. So you do have this higher perspective now, and you're a king. You've already been through a full healing journey. You've been through a whole cycle. You're closing this old cycle now as we're in this full moon lunar eclipse, and there's sudden changes going on. You have this higher perspective here, and you're connected to spirit as this stag. Maybe you're some old ancient beliefs, like some shamanism, some shamanic journeying, meditation, or like bonding with crystals, stones. The ancient ways are your new ways, but they've been your ways all along. You're just remembering some magical parts of yourself. They're coming back online as you just kind of completely burnt down that whole old life. It's all bare now, but it's recycling. It's growing these morels, these delicious morsels of yumminess out of the old. I have a card that's turned here. And it's bringing the sun, the happiest card in the deck from Arcadia National Park. And there's all these people witnessing your shine, okay? It's like a sight to be seen. You're radiating. The sun is setting on an old life. If you're on the west coast here, this is the sun setting at the ocean. It's the close of an old cycle, but you're shining bright on something new. Maybe you're in the east and your sun is rising, and you know, whenever there's a sun down, there's a sunrise. And you're rising, radiating love and light and joy, shining in your authenticity. It's a sight to be seen. You see all these beings sitting here watching. You rise above the watery emotions, shining in a beautiful, authentic joy and happiness energy. It's like sun and light and beauty after the chaos of that fire. Where'd you go, squirrel? Oh, and how I was talking about the mushrooms growing, the fungi recycle and bring new life to everything that's died, everything on the forest floor, you know, the needles and the animals, anything that died. See, this old dead forest floor, everything burnt down, the old way of being and living. There's a little fungi popping up, recycling it all, bringing it back to life. And then we have the 9 of Stones, which is like the 9 of Pentacles. Your harvest is here. And these mushrooms are delicious. They're not the kind that'll kill you. These ones are, there's an abundance here, and they're like a delicacy. This is beautiful abundance. It's yellow. It's authenticity. You're able to be fully who you are. You're growing into something new and beautiful out of all that death and destruction of your old life, that old chaos that you moved away from. You know, you're on your bike moving away from it, and everything's starting to come into bloom, and the fungi start popping up in the fall and winter. And so, you know, we're coming on the end of summer. Before you know it, it'll be fall. And so your harvest is here, okay? It's coming. If you don't see it yet, you know, you're releasing completely that old cycle during this full moon this week, this partial lunar eclipse full moon. That's when you're going, you know, you're on your bike saying, goodbye, old world, goodbye, old thoughts, goodbye, old identity, goodbye, old beliefs. See ya! Totally releasing it. And by fall, this is your harvest. It's here. It's very abundant. That new offer, that tangible offer, bringing you finances and abundance, is here with the Page of Stones. The links bringing you a feeling of independence and freedom. Keep your ears out, like listening for this new offer that's coming to you now. All right, let's shine a little light on it from the Light Seers Tarot here. Get some more clarity. It's kind of dark in these woods. I want some clarity. Fungi. But I saw a fungi popping up. Not yet. I was getting excited. Fungi, did you say fungi? I love walking through the redwoods in the fall and winter, you know, tourist season, mostly the spring and summer, when you see all like the rhododendrons in bloom and the flowers, all the people. But in the fall and winter, it's quieter, it rains more, and all the dust washes off of Holland Hill Road where all the tourists were driving. All the plants are greener, the air is fresher, and the fungi start popping up everywhere. A lot of people don't even notice the fungi because they're looking up at the tallest trees in the world. But when you look down, I like to look at everything in the forest like a layer cake. It starts at the bottom on the understory, and you can see all these fungi. There's so many, there's thousands of different fungi, and they're all different colors. It's like spring with all the colorful flowers, and I love to take their picture, and it's like once you take a picture of one, the other ones are like popping up. What about me? Take my picture too. That's, they talk to me. And they're beautiful. and they're helping recycle all that old energy that we're letting go of. Like, that's what I love, to walk barefoot in the forests and get grounded, do some earthing, all underneath the ground, even where you don't see trees or fungi. There's mycelium. It's like this white hairnetty, carpety stuff all under the ground called mycelium, and that's how fungi pop up. The mushrooms pop up from the mycelium, but they wrap around the tree roots and they just go all under the ground. And they speak with electrical signals, and the trees communicate to each other and say, hey, I need water over here. 50 feet away, a tree can send some water through the roots and mycelium. Or, oh my goodness, I need more nutrients, send some sugar this way. Okay, yeah, we'll send it. They talk. And or, hey, we're getting eaten up by bugs over here, let's increase our tannins. They all communicate through that mycelium that pops up fungi. Or there's fire, like this card. There's fire, make more tannins so it's harder for us to burn. And they'll communicate. And I like to stand barefoot in nature, in the redwoods, and remember, I am nature too. All this nature, beautiful abundance all around me that I'm in love with, that I'm like in awe of. I am that. I am beautiful. I am nature. I am abundant. I am magical. And my little bare feet have electrical, are conduits for that electricity, for the electrical signals underground, and we can connect, we can release what's no longer serving through our feet. And the earth knows how to recycle it. Hi, kitty, what were you doing? And so we can speak to the trees and all of the plants and animals through that mycelium and fungal networks with our electrical signals. We're bioelectric beings. We can communicate with earth. It's natural. We're nature. What else do we need to know about this energy for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? What are you doing, Segway? Going on exploration? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords. So that's just like another, no, that was the King of Bows. The Knight of Arrows, the Knight of Swords. It's from two different decks, okay? The Light Seers and the Wildwood Tarot. Got the Knight of Swords. You're running towards that new life, for that higher perspective. You want to get on that bike and go towards that new life. You burnt down that old life and you're going towards that new life. You've been through all the emotions. You have a higher perspective. See, there's a bird here in this one too. And you're taking action towards your truth. You have clarity now, and you have boundaries, and you're moving forward in this new life. And it's bringing you the Sun, the happiest card in the deck, your new life of authenticity, joy, happiness, abundance, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like the most abundant card in the deck, besides like the Nine of Cups, but we got the Nine of Pentacles, your harvest is here, and the 10, here you are, it's your happy family, you're happily ever after, you're building a legacy, a dynasty. It's like, this is wealth consciousness. It's not just about money, but it's tangible, it's physical abundance. And when you connect to nature and remember that you are nature, and just know that see all the abundance of nature. Nature just knows what to do. It doesn't question, the tree doesn't question how to grow or if it should release its needles, or nature just knows. It knows it's abundant. It doesn't worry. It just knows. And so we need to connect to our nature, of just knowing in our own authenticity and abundance, it is here for you now. You are wealthy. And that's not just about money. You have a wealth of knowledge. You have a wealth of love. You have a wealth of nature. Segway 1, Spiral Galaxy Kitty, where did you go? Let me see if I can get an oracle from the Everyday Witch. What does the Everyday Witch want us to know right now? For our highest good. And the highest good of all beings. What do we need to know for our highest good? You're that chicken laying an egg. It's like birthing a whole new universe. So, we got this little witch, a lot of following your intuition here. Imagine and envision. So, with this whole new world, you have this Ten of Pentacles, you have this sun, you have this higher perspective of a whole new life. Imagine and envision all the abundance that's here for you. There's a lucky shamrock, there's a bag of money, there's a magical unicorn, there's like a flying, it's like a pegacorn for cats, like it's a flying little winged rat the cat's trying to catch. There's like a diamond ring, a butterfly for transformation, abundant fish, there's love. There's wisdom here in the air energy with the feathers. There's a new home, like a castle. Imagine all that is here for you now in your abundant life. Segway, where are you going? Come say hi to your friends. Segway. Kitty, kitty. I don't know if you could see Segway. They just walked by. Segway, did you want to say hi to your friends? Wow, it makes me want to pull from the Wisdom with Wonder Oracle to see what we can get here. Wisdom with Wonder Oracle, these stickers, Segway 1, Spiral Galaxy Kitty, aka Barney Strong as Bear, or Flat Slugly, are available on my fourth wall shop, along with some other cool creations I made. But let's see. This oracle deck, I watercolored it. Just follow my intuition. Let's see. What else do we need to know for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? Higher wonder, higher you, higher we are one. What do we need to know right now for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? Higher me, higher you, higher we are one. What do we need to know right now for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? What do we need to know right now? Higher wonder, higher you, higher we are one. What do we need to know right now for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? Okay, we got one. I'm just laughing because the picture's funny. So, So it's all about perspective here. You can be happy. You can see all of this saying goodbye to an old life and a sun rising on your new life and your abundance, your wealth that's here as something happy and beautiful in this new energy. But, you know, depends on your perspective, because maybe you don't want to say goodbye to your old life and you see it as sad. It's a sad energy. Let yourself feel whatever you need to feel about it without judgment, okay? Because it's all frequency, it's all vibration, it's all perspective, and none of it's wrong or bad. It's just energy. Energy likes to move, it doesn't like to stay stagnant. Once you feel these sad feelings, these emotions that are heavy, they'll shift. And then you can feel happy and raise on the vibrational scale of consciousness. So you might want to look up the vibrational scale of consequences, of consciousness. Here it is. You can see all of these vibrations. They start out as suffering at the lower frequencies of sadness, shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. They're all low vibrations on the scale. They're suffering, and then you're getting by if you make it to like anger, pride, courage, neutrality here in the greener area. And as you move up, you get to willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment at the top of the scale. It's all vibration. So you can look at the vibrational scale of consciousness to see where you fall on the scale. This came from the book Power versus Force, but there's images and all different renditions all over the internet. Vibrational scale of consciousness. Yeah, so when you're at love and acceptance and joy and peace, you know, willingness, you're in a flow state. And so if you are feeling some lower vibrations, you don't need to judge yourself about it or feel bad, like, I want to feel the higher vibrations, why do I feel low? It's all right, you know, we all do, we're all humans. So you're just your body communicating with you, and you don't want to like shove those feelings down and not look at them and think they're not worthy of being felt or looked at. All the emotions are worthy of being felt and looked at. They're all their own vibration, their own consciousness. So look at them, see them, love them, feel them, and they'll move. And once they move, you get to shift your perspective and change your frequency. One way to raise your vibration when you're feeling things is to show gratitude for the things that you do have in your life that you love. It's one of the easier ways. We all have something we can be grateful for. Like, oh, you're breathing today. I'm grateful for that. The birds are singing. I'm grateful for you, birds. The winds of change are here, and I'm grateful because we need this change. I'm even grateful for the losses in my life, the things that I've had to let go of that felt painful at the time, because they all brought lessons, and I'm grateful for those lessons because they brought me to where I am today and my consciousness that I have now. So anyway, look up the vibrational scale of consciousness if you haven't seen that yet. It's pretty interesting. Let's see, since we're in the woods, let's get an enchanted forest oracle to see if we can get any advice from spirit. What do we need to know? For highest good in this energy, spirit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh. We have the sacred oak. Embrace your inner strength and resilience. Yes. And badger. Stand firm in who you are, even when the path is difficult. Or Wolverine. Wolverine is one of my spirit guides that came to me in my year of shamanism to help me get through fear. And when I first met Wolverine, it looked like a badger. I was like, are you a badger? And it said Wolverine. I'm like, oh. So, you're strong. Work through any fears. Trust and know that all is well. Show gratitude. You can move out of that fear consciousness, maybe by what you're consuming. Turn off the news if that's something that you watch. And where attention goes, energy flows. So try to focus your energy on what you do want to create. There's lots of good news in the world too. So there's some channels that just talk about what good news is going on in the world, or you can listen to some sound healing frequencies. You can listen to my sound healing meditation, or there's many sound healings, or any high vibrational music that helps bring you joy and happiness and raise your vibe. Gonna have to focus on the fearful things. Let's see if we can get some advice from the angels. From the angel signs deck. Angels, higher wonder, higher you, higher we are one. What do we need to know right now for our highest good? What advice do you have? Might do some cleansing. Segways sitting in the sunshine, taking a bath. So, clear your energy. You can clear your energy with sacred smoke, with a salt bath, with water. I like to do a shower meditation. Clear energy with your intentions too. Cut cords, attachments, projections. Reset your energy. I like to take a goddess bath with Epsom salts and essential oils under the full moon. Release fully what's no longer serving, because you got the sun here, you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. You have so much abundance and joy and happiness and authenticity here for you now when you release this old cycle that we're closing. What advice do the angels have for us for our highest good? Gee whiz, angels. Making me think I need to pick a different deck. Speak your truth. Letting go of any old energy where you didn't feel safe to just be you and speak your truth, even if someone else doesn't like it. Set your boundaries, speak your truth. Be true to you. You have clarity. You know what you want. You know who you are. This double knights of swords, you have clarity. You know the truth. And you can speak it clearly and trust in your knowing. You have that higher perspective. And you're eternal. You are an eternal spark of divinity, spanning dimensions and lifetimes. Take peace in remembering that the light of source energy resides within you, offering a direct connection to infinite wisdom and unconditional love. All right. spirit animal oracle, and a crystal intentions oracle to close. So we already got that squirrel. I hope you could see the squirrel that was running up and down the tree behind me here. Spirit wants us to play, because that helps raise your vibration as well. Do things that make your inner child happy. Bubbles make me happy. Play. What do you like to do? I like to create, do art, dance. Used to always love dancing. The rooster saying, it's time to wake up, let's go. What else do we need to know? Animals? Any advice from the spirit animals? Any animals been coming to you in a synchronistic way? Ooh. There's a shift happening in the masculine and feminine energy. We've been in some toxic energy, okay? Under some toxic masculine rule. And it's been going on for hundreds of years, more. We got 53, the seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Things are changing, things are shifting. The seahorse is the only animal that I know of where the male, the masculine animal gets to give birth and be the nurturer. And so, you know, the masculine energy can be nurturing and loving as well, and we're shifting now. I embrace it. Whoa. I don't know if you can see that, but you just did. So we're going to close with the Crystal Intentions Oracle to see what crystal being likes to be in this energy as we're waking up to a whole new life, letting go of that old cycle, that old world. Got a higher perspective, moving forward in our truth with our boundaries. We have an abundance here. Clarity, truth. That was like half the deck that I dropped. The sun is shining on your whole new life, your authentic, abundant, wealthy life. It's here for you now. You've burnt your old life ablaze and let it go, and it's recycling into a whole beautiful life where everything's coming into bloom for you. What crystal likes to be in this energy as we're waking up to a whole new world? Oh, nice loving stone. Rhodonite. Release heartache, grief, and sorrows of past relationships. Encourage lightheartedness and joy, and restore the balance of confidence and emotions. And the positive, you see that rhodonite? The positive affirmation. My mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. My mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. My mental and emotional bodies are balanced. And I attract nurturing people. Like that page of stones that's coming in, that's a nurturing person. They have that pentacle. The pentacles are nurturing. And your emotional bodies are balanced. All the swords that came out, your arrows, those knights of arrows, bringing you clarity, that higher perspective, that inner knowing. So, I see you. I honor you. And I thank you. So, if you would like to help share some of these beautiful messages of love and light and wisdom from Wisdom with Wonder and Segue, please like, comment, and share and get these messages out there. And until then, I hope that you continue to have a wonderful day Much love. What is it, squirrel? You have a lot to say today. Yeah. Don't worry, Segway. I'm not finding a new best friend. I'm just saying hi to a squirrel. Where'd you go, baby? You got lots of playful energy, don't you? Hi, baby. You've been talking to me lately. I see you. Thank you. Are you coming down? Are you coming down the tree to say hi? Oh, squirrel zoomies.